Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm Hanna Bullard. I'm in my second year here at Dalton State in Dalton, Georgia. The thing that is holding me back the most is definitely my mental game.
Well, the worst part is you're going to be talking like that.
Oh, true.
That's the stuff that goes on in your head.
One hole will be putting, next one will be chipping, next one will be driver. Every time I've three-putted, like when I was walking there, like in my head, I was just like, oh my gosh, like you're gonna three-put. Whenever I get frustrated or something goes wrong, I dig myself in a really deep hole, and it's really hard to get out of. I'm tired of shooting higher scores when I know I can definitely do a lot better.
What? Go in. It's every time. Just bust your ass until it just pisses you off.
Well, it did do that.
Good. That's how you're gonna get better. Hey, what is up? It's Kyle Aldrich of Mental Golf Type, and we are back for another season of Quest to be the Best. In this season, I got my girl Hanna Bullard from Dalton State women's golf team, and Dalton State's a team that I work very closely with Mental Golf Type, and they are currently ranked number 2 in the country, and they're looking to win a national championship, and they need Hanna. Hanna is super talented, just doesn't know a ton, as you'll hear her say in this thing. She's got a lot to learn. And she needs to get a lot stronger mentally because she really lets rounds go off the rails with a little adversity. So the whole plan here is going to be to put her through some very rigorous practice sessions and really train her on how to handle this mentally, but also do some skill building stuff too. So we're going to do some very detailed practices. We're going to do on-course work. We're going to go through a lot of stuff in this season and help Hanna get to that level where she's being a big influence on that team and winning that national championship. So we're going to watch all that coming up. Quest to be the Best, Hanna Bullard, right now. It starts with putting. I mean, we're gonna get up and down more. No more darn 3 putts.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this thing, major thing, is getting this started on line. So we got our little path gate here, but then using those colors for length of swing too. Oops.
I was gonna say.
Made that a little too tight. There you go. So again, pay attention to what you feel and what you're doing with this, so you're getting some feedback from it.
It's more controlled because I have to stay like right here. I used to just go like, I normally go like that.
Right.
So this is better.
Well, that's the first thing, is we always want to build that, just what's that main thing I can do to get through there, you know what I mean? So control is a very broad word.
Yeah.
That's great, it feels more controlled, but what about it is it? So when you're standing over a 5 or 6 footer when you're playing, like what is that, where can you hold your focus to be able to do that? The big thing is trying to get her to understand her player side focus, which is what's something she can control that is going to produce this outcome. When she doesn't have that, everything starts to become about the future, and you hear this in her language already just in these practices, which is why it's so important that we're into these practices in a challenging mode, because we're starting to expose this thing. We can expose it, we can address it, and we can put strategies in place and how to always stay in that optimal state. But it takes evaluation, it takes understanding, and it takes defining, which is why I'm pushing her. And you can hear when I push her and question her, she doesn't really have an answer. What are we doing? What is that? Hold up, how'd you do that? But again, why don't you tell me what that is?
Well, I just take it back slower. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm feeling either.
I can't.
So one of the biggest takeaways that I'm getting from this process is understanding golf and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You can see in these videos that Kyle's asking me a bunch of questions, and I keep saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, because I really don't know. I just do it.
Let me ask you this, what if the do doesn't work? What if you start missing putts? Now you're over this thing afraid of you're gonna miss the next putt, because you don't know what to do. That's a problem, right? think of one
very
thing
good.
at a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we're consistent and focused on what you're doing here, we're not going to get into the don't miss stuff. That stuff happens because you're not in control of your thoughts. Good. All right, now we're going to test it. So this is, again, a big part of practice is we want to basically practice it a little bit and then we test it. So now I want you to go random around the hole, 3 to 5 feet. We're going to see if you can make 10 and you only get 1 miss. So exactly what we're going to do on the course, focusing on the exact same thing. But again, why don't you tell me what that is? Straight back, straight through? So this isn't really the player side focus I wanted to have. This whole thing really is about just understanding it and getting into this evaluative state of, you know, what is my focus when I do this stuff? This is the biggest thing that can get off of players is they just don't have any idea what they do well.
Ooh. 1.
So now you just got to go 10 in a row.
I thought I was going to do it.
Restart. You thought you were going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, that's building some confidence at least.
So if you really think about it, we can't focus on more than one thing at a time. I know we think we can sometimes, but this is something that Kyle has engraved into my mind that I need to pick one thing to focus on each swing or each putt, just one simple thing.
Very important, right? So we want to get out of those external factors. What's your move, putt to roll, or you aim it?
To draw the line and then just like hit that line. Like the spot up here.
But how do you hit that line though?
Practice.
You're going to be freaked out. Practice what though?
Perfection.
I truly appreciate her willingness to do this and to understand and to get better and to be a part of, you know, something special at Dalton State. So that side of it's really cool because, again, she's at where she's at without understanding these things. And we clean up these rounds that go off the rocker because she lets her thoughts get out of control. She's going to be really good. And, you know, again, just toughening her up with this stuff on the mental side and getting her to understand her mental golf type and how that works and her stressors. And we're going to go deep into that in other episodes. But this is really, really important stuff. And it's really cool to see it unfold already. Yeah, we don't want to use that board for a crutch either, FYI, just if somebody's watching this. So you're not using that to guide your path, you're using it as basically a boundary. So if your path gets off, it just hits it. Yeah, and pressure or doubt comes from not being prepared. So when you don't have these answers, like we don't know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean?
don't.
That's what we're trying to find. That's what this search is.
But now I'm learning why I do it or better ways that I can do it. This is the same thing as in class, like when your teacher will ask you questions and you have to answer out loud, and normally you just say, I don't know.
I don't know. We got to figure this out.
Oh, God.
I can't tell you what you're feeling there. I can tell you what it looks like.
Yeah, then what does it look like?
It looks like you swing the putter through there. Come on, run it back one more time.
Oh.
Kind of what happens though when we're not playing well?
Yeah.
So you see how things can spiral and get worse? This is real life, Hannah. It's every time. Just bust your ass until it just pisses you off.
What did do that?
Good. That's how you're going to get better. We got a lot of work to do, but she's going to be good. I really believe that. See, I got my watch telling me to breathe and crap. Shut me out, man.
I do that to myself.
Here we go.